yeah. Ooh, why always me? Ooh, like I'm Balotelli. Ooh, why always me? Ooh, like I'm Balotelli. Telly, yeah. Why always me? Ooh, like I'm Balotelli. Ooh, why don't you see? Ooh, tryna call you Telly. Yeah. People act like they know me, but you don't really know me.
What's poppin', T Squad? Welcome back to the Rush Fam. Welcome back to another video vlog. Vloggity video. What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. What's up, babe?
What's up?
What's going on?
It's actually Victoria Day today, and I don't even think anyone's really celebrating this holiday, so...
But most of our followers are not even gonna know what that is. It's a holiday in Canada.
It's a holiday today, yeah.
But anyways, we thought we'd give you guys another video. Before we start, we need everyone to go and subscribe, because if you ain't with the squad, you ain't popping. And you're definitely gonna want to be popping on this video.
You want to be with the squad, for sure.
Look at you, babe.
I tried to be like you today, you know?
Yeah.
You always be doing the most. So I'm like, let me do the most today, since it's raining and we're staying home.
I do the most?
We all know you're extra. There's no denying that. Anyways, you guys, so today we thought we'd bring you guys some throwback story times, you know, because we have a lot of new subscribers, and a lot of you guys just see like the success and the glamour and you know, all that good stuff. I like to say that we're perfectly imperfect, and you know, we've had our fair share of ghetto struggle stories. Like, we had some real struggles, y'all, so
Facts.
We thought it would be kind of cool to kind of reminisce on some stories, you know, before our lives got turned around. Trey made an Instagram post yesterday kind of just talking about like where we're at now, and like our second video ever was like our car breaking down. We literally drove to the daycare and our car wouldn't start.
Facts. Yo, we have so many stories, and
So many.
even before YouTube, like, so before we started, we were like dead broke, we were in debt. But even before that, like backing up even before, a couple years before that, we hit like rock bottom so many times. And like Keisha said, like so many of you guys either are new here to this channel, or we haven't maybe talked about all of this stuff, period.
Yeah.
So you guys, like you just said, babe, like they see travel, they see the lifestyle, but like
They
guys,
see us. Some people think that we just met, like, oh, like, you're so lucky to have a man like him, and she's so lucky to have you, and oh, like, you know, and it's just like, we've been together for like 12 years, 13 years. We've been together for 13.
Yeah.
No, we
13,
met
12.
13 years ago. We've been together for about 12.
But yo, we went through the mud together, babe. Like there wasn't, basically what we're trying to say, T-Squad, and to everyone watching this video, is that all the stuff you see now, it was not always like that, not even close. We've only really come into this lifestyle the last couple years. Previous to that, which we're gonna get into, we went through it together, y'all. We had like countless years of struggle, of, you know, all types of stuff we're gonna talk about. But that's what we wanted to share with y'all, that it's not just what it is now. There's way more behind the scenes in terms of our story to get here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also just another reminder, like we always say in our videos, that like, you know, like you guys, you can get here too, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of like perseverance, dedication, you know, just sticking to it, just sticking to our goals, really, you know?
Facts. So yeah, we're gonna talk about like a few stories, a few funny things, and you know, try to just show you guys the real before we were where we're at now.
At least tell you
a bit about it.
Show you now.
Yeah.
I know what you meant though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know, where do we start?
So I was thinking we'll start, we've talked about how we met and all of that countless times, but I think in terms of like the lifestyle we were living before, started with pretty much when we started living together. Okay, so there was a time we were staying with my cousin, but I think of our first place together, the basement apartment.
Our place, yes.
Our first place together was a basement apartment in not a very good neighborhood in Scarborough. You know what I'm saying?
Was that the first one? No,
Yeah.
the first one was off McCowan, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the other one.
So usually we lived in Malvern, but this was our first kind of place together. It was a basement apartment. Yo, there was like a huge infestation of rodents, like rats in there, mice in there.
Well, I don't think it was rats. I think it was just mice. Then there was earwigs, and so there were 3 units. There
in
was,
the basement, 3 in the basement.
No, 2. We were
Two in
one
the
of the 2.
basement.
Then there was one person living upstairs.
Yeah.
So anytime we played music or anything like that, they would just start stomping. Remember that? They would be like, like they would get so, and it's like, it's not even nighttime or nothing. Like we literally couldn't even like live our lives, nothing like that.
And the whole roof would shake when they
the ceiling
like,
would start shaking.
And we're like, yo, we're just trying to vibe down here, bro.
Our number 1 meals back then were mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Out the box. Obviously.
Craft dinner.
And we used to do the McDonald's dollar menu.
That was like our go-to.
Or was it a value menu? Whatever. It was
the dollar menu, whatever.
Yeah.
When we were feeling bougie, when we had like a few extra dollars, we would do the hot dogs in the craft dinner. That was like, okay, we're living it up tonight.
Yeah, the hot dogs in the craft dinner. That was crazy.
Facts, and you're right though. Like our main, I want to say for like years. I can't even say like 5 years or however long, but for years at a time, you're right. We only had money for like a $1 burger from McDonald's twice a day, because that's the cheapest thing.
That's the cheapest thing you can get.
Cheaper than groceries. Cheaper.
On top of that, that place we lived at, we tried to buy a couch.
Yeah.
And when they came to deliver it, it couldn't fit through the door, because when you go down the stairs, so pretty much you go down the stairs and there's a door right here, and that was our door.
Yeah.
And the way it is, because the couch was like a 3-seater couch, you couldn't turn it because of the wall. They tried so many different ways. And when we told our landlord that we were moving because 1, we couldn't get our furniture in, and 2, it was just like a weird vibe or whatever.
And we said because of the mice too.
That too. They tried to catch attitude with us and be like, oh, we don't believe you, how you can't get furniture in here. How did everyone else get furniture? We're like, well, the other door down from us, they get to walk their furniture straight in.
Yeah.
We have to turn, and the next people upstairs, they just go upstairs. Like, they tried to argue with us, so we were just like, you know what? This is our notice. We're leaving on this day. We're leaving. And we didn't even have a mat. We didn't even have a bed. We only slept on a mattress on the floor.
Yup.
Like, what the hell are we doing?
Nothing.
We had a shower curtain and a mattress on the floor. That was it.
And I think
obviously our clothes.
Yeah, and at that time we were both unemployed. Like when we met, we were working together, but we lost those jobs.
Yeah.
Well, no, they fired you, and then I'm like, yo, you firing my girl? I'm out of here.
So they were haters.
They were hating.
Like, it was crazy how I got fired, but that's just a whole different.
And we were like,
a whole different story.
But them times we were like always looking for work. The thing is, we were never comfortable being unemployed. Like, you know, everyone sometimes loses jobs or goes through unemployment, but we were the type of people, like, we were always looking for the next hustle. We weren't comfortable being broke, but we were broke. You know what I'm saying? So we were looking for jobs. I think around that time on our first apartment, we were both on like social assistance, welfare, whatever you want to call it. And we had like zero money. So what we would do though, this is a huge part of my memory of our struggles together. Listen to this, y'all. This is so crazy to even talk about this, but we had like a few valuable possessions. Like I had like a few small gold chains, nothing like my jewelry today, but I had like a few small gold chains. You probably had like a gold ring.
It had like, I think I had 2 rings and 1 necklace.
Yeah, and we had like a few other items, like maybe, I don't know, a cell phone or an iPad, whatever.
Yeah.
And what we would do, like in these times when we had zero money, like we have no food money, we have no bus money.
I can't even believe we telling y'all that.
We would go to the pawn shop, y'all, and we would.
I don't even know how you found it. I never even knew about this pawn shop thing. I don't know how you found out about it.
I don't know. I think
there must have been a sign or something.
Something like that. So what we did is we took our valuable items and we went to the pawn shop and we would put them on like a buyback program. And this became such a staple in our relationship. For the longest time, like I don't think we wanted anyone to know. We were super embarrassed.
Yeah, like we never asked anybody for help whenever we needed it. We always we're like, okay, well, what can we do? You know, like literally. And we stumbled across the pawn shop, and that was like our plug. Like
that was our plug. That became like I said, like a staple. It was a staple in our relationship, and we would try to go there at times when like we didn't think we would be seen, because this was like right in Scarborough, and like even before YouTube, we were like kind of well known in Scarborough or whatever. We knew a lot of people. Yeah. And we would try to go in like times where we wouldn't be seen, and we would go in, give them, and they got to the point where they knew us. We'd come in and be like, oh yeah.
That's the part I hated. I was like, oh my gosh.
So we'd give them our jewelry or whatever it was, and
we would buy it back when we got some money to get it back.
Yeah. So we would have like a month.
It was a cycle at that point, because it's like, you know, it's like, okay, I got it back, you know, and then like when the next time comes, it's like, oh well, I know where to go, kind of thing.
Facts. Yo, it's
Oh my
crazy.
God, so embarrassing.
So embarrassing. So we'd give them the item, they'd give us, let's say just for number's sake, they'd give us like $200, right?
Yeah.
They say, yo, okay, you have a month. At the end of 1 month, we either keep your gold or whatever we gave them, or you can come bring us, they give us 200, be like, or you can come give us $300 to get it back. So we'd be taking an L every time we did it, but we didn't have no money, so we're like, okay, we need that 200 for gas money or bus money, whatever it was, food, and we would divvy up the money. We'd budget it. We'd be like, all right, $80 is groceries, $50 is entertainment, $40 is gas or bus money, and we're left over with $30 for emergency or whatever it added up to.
Crazy.
Yo, and that, babe, like how often do you say we would do that?
Oh my gosh.
How
every
often?
month.
Every single month.
for a while.
Every single month. And then it's like, yo, it's crazy. And then we would go buy it back, and it's like the walk of shame. Like I'm here to buy back my stuff. I'm almost getting emotional even thinking about this one, talking about it, cause like it was, I don't know, I'm not gonna cry or nothing, but
but like
it's emotional, man, cause
you know, it's crazy. Like that was literally like our little like key to survival almost. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know, it's bittersweet. It's like like that helped us at a time of need, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's like we can look back and be like, man, remember when we used to do that? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm surprising you with like 5 times that or whatever, like, you know, and like not worrying about like having to go buy it back buy it back in a few weeks, you know. So like it really just puts it in perspective for us to be like, you know, like this is what we used to have to do to get by, to now, like, you know, like we don't even have to come across the thought of that, you know what I'm saying? Anyways,
that being said, we started finding jobs. Like we didn't stay unemployed.
No.
We would never stay unemployed for that long.
No.
We both found jobs. We had like, we tried all the hustles behind the scenes, like pyramid schemes, Amway. Like we tried so many different businesses. They all failed. But we kept getting jobs though. We were never the type of people to sit around.
We couldn't. And then also, that was like early in our relationship. And then we got another basement apartment. I'm pretty sure it was after that place.
Which one? The one in Malvern?
Yeah. So we got that basement apartment.
Nice.
Our landlords were very nice. They would even like bring us food sometimes and stuff like that. Like they were just really, really sweet. And then a little bit.
Yo, on the subject, they had free access. This was probably illegal if we look back at it, but they had free access into our basement apartment. So yeah, they would like bake us bread and stuff, but they would just come down unannounced. Like just all of a sudden you're in our apartment.
It's like all of a sudden you're doing laundry, and it's just like,
whoa. We just turn around and it's like there's someone, our landlord is.
Or sometimes they would knock very lightly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you hear that? Next thing you know, they're coming down the stairs. I'm like, oh.
But no privacy.
Nah, no privacy.
What were you gonna say?
But it was one of our best basement apartments.
Yeah.
So from there, I think what happened was I became pregnant with Camaro at that basement apartment. And then, I don't know, it's almost like a switch went off for you. You're like, okay, you can't be taking the bus no more. I need to get a car. Like, you were just so like on like, I need to get a car for you. Like, you're gonna be pregnant. Like, you can't be on the bus. Like, crazy people are on the bus and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, it just like switched for him.
We had never had a car up to that point, right? Yeah, never.
So we finally got a car. It was like a Honda Accord.
Yeah, oh man, this car. Okay, continue. But this car, oh my gosh.
So we finally got a car. It was a Honda Accord. And you know, like, first of all, the deal to get this car was super shady, but somehow we still ended up getting the car. I think we had like some help from your parents to help us get the car or whatever.
I think they gave us like $500, and then we came up with like $1,000. That's what it was, like $1,500.
Yeah.
And they dropped the price though, because the car was supposed to be like $4,000, but they dropped it to $1,500.
Yeah, we were just like, really?
You know why though? It was a huge red flag.
We knew why.
It couldn't pass certain safety things.
It couldn't pass the safety test.
And it couldn't pass like other tests. And they're like, we'll give it to you for this price.
They're like, they're like, oh, you can just go to a mechanic shop and they'll pass it for you. Well, we're literally like 19 years old.
Young and naive.
And we're just like, oh yeah, I think I know a mechanic. Like, just so stupid about it. Anyway, we start driving the car. We're always getting pulled over. We're like, yeah, we're gonna go get the test and everything like that. So then about a month or two later, the car cannot go into reverse.
First it started making a noise.
Yeah.
We would put it into reverse and go, And on top of that, the headlights were like, some headlights wouldn't work. We would get pulled over for that too. That's why we were getting pulled over. And they pulled us over for having no headlight or one headlight.
Then they checked the sticker.
And then we'd be like, yo, we just got a ticket for this yesterday. And then they're like, okay, so why isn't it fixed? And we're like, we don't have the money to fix it. Like, it's, just please give us another chance.
Just give us some more time.
So we were piling up tickets, and you're right. Then they checked the sticker and it didn't have the safety. Yeah, and then we're getting a ticket for that. Oh my gosh.
So eventually the car stopped going into reverse. So we had to strategically park. Like whenever we went to park the car, we could never make sure that there was another car in front of us, because we couldn't reverse out the spot.
We had to be able to
So we had to be able to pull through a spot, or it had to be a spot where we could just drive through.
Yeah.
Or it had to be a spot where we were on a hill.
Yeah.
So that we didn't have to reverse out, we can just roll down.
We could go in neutral and just roll down. Oh my gosh.
So we were even lucky to the point for this too. Our street was on a hill.
Yeah.
So we told our landlord like we needed to park in the driveway because of our car situation.
Right.
So we would park in the driveway.
Roll out.
And then when we were leaving, we would start the car. Sometimes the car wouldn't even start too. That's another. We would put the car into reverse and we're like, please roll down, please, please. Or sometimes you would have to push it depending on the day and the tire pressure.
Yep.
But that was crazy. Eventually we gave notice to that place, and then we finally, I think we both had really good jobs at that point. We had like very good consistent. You got a job at TELUS at that point, I think.
Yeah. So for y'all that don't know, that's like a cell phone company in Canada. So that's what I was saying though. Like even though we had all these times, and like we're not even telling you the nitty gritty details of like these times we were in debt. We had not only having like $0, but we would actually like owe credit cards, owe whatever loans we took. So we were like negative, but we never gave up. So I think you got a good job in collections. Yeah. I got a job in a call center with the telephone company. And like we didn't like get out of poverty, but at least finally we
were
could
just
like
getting
have food
by.
on the table.
You know, like we were consistently getting by. We were able to pay the car insurance, pay our rent.
That was the first time ever we had like,
it was like we were really like we were stable. We weren't debt free, but like we were stable to the point like we didn't have to bring our jewelry anymore, and like
we still were doing that.
Were we?
Yeah, we still were for So
you know,
either that or payday loans.
Yeah, I think we upgraded to payday loans because we hated going back there. But you know, like for like once in our lives we're actually stable. Like you had a consistent job, I had a consistent job, but I was about to go on mat leave. But regardless, we got a new place, whatever, and eventually that car broke down. Yeah.
So now we're getting close to the time of before we started YouTube, right?
Yes.
Because all the stories before we're talking about these new jobs happened like early in our relationship, like the first like 5 years, let's say. Yeah. Then these better jobs came in like I don't know 5 years in, and then we were working these jobs for a few years before we started YouTube. But even though we got these jobs, like we still wasn't easy. Like life is just, it's like a lot of jobs, they don't pay you enough to really get by. No. And like we can relate to anyone going through that, because we were two of us working full time at so quote unquote decent jobs, and we still had zero money left over.
I had to like fight for hours. I had to fight to get more hours. I used to work at Lids. Yeah. Then I worked at Lids is like a hat store. And then I used to work at I think it was like business to business marketing. That was a good job because I would get like extra bonus, and like I would get gift cards and stuff like that. Like it was sick. And then they fired me after they hit their goal, and I helped them hit their goal. Then they fired me, and I was doing the best. So it only made sense that they pretty much hired me temporarily. But you know, I'm getting up to the point where, you know, but that's pretty much when we had the Nissan problems and stuff like that too.
Yeah, so we were like, you know, at that point I think we had our own apartment, and then we moved back in with Keisha's mom and sister. And that's when
I was pregnant with Callie. That's right before I had Callie.
Yeah, before you. And then pretty much we just kept that going. Like we were still doing payday loans. We were still, I don't think we were pawning our jewelry anymore. No. But we were doing the payday loans. We would, like we said, we had money to like buy groceries, pay our bills, but after that, like $0 left over. That's why we would still get the loans. That's why we were still in debt. And we realized, like, okay, no offense to anyone who's in any position, because we can relate, but for us, we were like, this isn't it for us. Like I don't know, we never gave up on our dreams, ever.
No, we didn't. We always like tried to find like the next, like, what would the thing be for us? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know.
We didn't even know what it would be. Like before YouTube, we were trying, like I said,
we're always willing to try new things, you know?
And then, we started YouTube, and the rest is history, man. Like it's been a crazy journey.
I still like won't forget that story, how I just like came across Casey Neistat, and I'm like, babe, this guy can do it. Like legit, like you're good. Like just try it.
Right? Okay, so even now, let's talk about after we started YouTube real quick, right? So we started YouTube, and like people, they see it and they're like, oh, oh, you guys make all of this off of YouTube, you guys are so lucky, this and that, you guys are so blessed. And the thing is though, we put in like a good 6 to 8 months, maybe even longer, of dedication on videos, dedicated every day, filming, editing, finding content, doing it no matter what, without making a dollar.
Without making anything.
We didn't make any money off YouTube.
It was pretty much, it was a hobby at that point, because like I was like, okay, like I seen the potential, but I was like, okay, like let's try it or whatever. But the funny thing is, in the beginning I was like, I'm just gonna be behind the scenes and like you do your thing and like, you know. And then like he picked me up on my lunch break and he's like, we're doing a challenge, and I'm like, we
we always tell this story, but this is my favorite story about the struggle. It's like we would do our videos on our lunch break. So people that have been watching our channel for a while, you've heard us say this, but to all the new people, really take this in. We weren't making a dollar off YouTube. We hadn't got a single paycheck, like zero, or maybe we made like $5 or something. We were still so dedicated that we would pick each other up on our lunch breaks, do our video in half an hour, and then go back to work. Because our schedules were so messed up, we wouldn't see each other that often.
And you would barely see the kids sometimes.
Yeah, facts, because I worked late, they went to school.
Yeah, or you would get the early shift.
Yeah.
Or you would be so tired from your overtime that I would take the kids in the morning and you'd still be sleeping. And then you wouldn't come home until like 9 or 10.
Or 11 sometimes.
Yeah, and they're already sleeping again. So it's just like a repeated cycle, you know? So
but that was our motivation though.
Yeah.
Like, all these hard times, y'all, like everyone goes through it and it's tough and you're down. Like we were too. It's not like we were always super positive. But no matter what though, we never stopped believing that like, yo, it's gonna get better. So we kept making those videos, we kept the faith, and then, I don't know, we just realized we can do this. You know?
And especially like when like we're seeing like more like viewers and more comments, and people are just like, oh, like you have a family, and oh, you know, like they're just like requesting stuff. And at that point we're like, wow, like people like
us,
you know. People want to see more of us, like why not? So you know, eventually we warmed up to doing more vlogs. So at that time we were like mainly doing challenges. We did a little bit of vlogs, but we were doing like a lot of challenges at one point too.
It was mostly challenges in the start, because I don't think our lifestyle with the hours and the work, our lifestyle, we didn't have any time to vlog. There was no content, because it's like you're at work, I'm at work, kids are at school. Like I actually tried vlogging at my job in the call center.
You did?
I took the camera in and I was like, what am I doing? Like, this is so weird.
And the beginning stages are so funny because like you feel like you're talking weird.
Yeah. Yo, let us know in the comments if you want to see us do a reaction to our first video. I think we should do that.
Our first challenge, because the first video was a vlog.
The first video was a vlog.
Yeah.
Or we could do a reaction to our first couple videos. Let us know in the comments if y'all would want to see that. But babe, I think like what we're trying to also tell y'all, like no matter what situation or circumstance you guys are dealing with, you know, you gotta find a way to keep the faith, because that's what we did. Yo, we struggled, babe, when you take it in, together as a couple. We struggled for
majority of our relationship,
pretty much 8 years, because we've been together 12 and a bit, and we've had YouTube success like the last 4
years.
So we struggled hard, we struggled bad, like we had really bad moments, like we had, yo, even on top of what we're telling y'all, we had like some very personal moments.
There's way more.
We almost fell apart as individuals, as a couple, but we stuck through it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I'm saying like for me, like I know people can look from the outside and be like, oh, like you guys are goals and you guys are this. For me, like we're perfectly imperfect, like for each other, like for what we've been through and everything, like that's just the way I like to put it, because like obviously nobody's perfect out there. Like you can't really name like a perfect relationship. Nobody's perfect.
Nah, there's no such thing.
You know what I'm saying? But in my eyes, we're perfectly imperfect for each other.
You sweet, babe. But for real though, that's what we're trying to let you guys know, is that keep your head up. And I also think it's super important to like think about what you want to do for the rest of your life. Like if you hate your job or you hate your circumstances, it's like, okay, so what are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do?
We never stop.
Because you can talk about how much you don't like it all you want, but if you're not actively doing anything to change it, nothing's gonna change.
Yeah.
If you don't change or you don't do anything to change it, nothing changes.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, T Squad, we love y'all. We really wanted to share this because like we said, like it's not all been this crazy lifestyle, you know? So yeah, keep your head up whatever you guys are going through. We love you guys, and let us know if you want to see us do more story times too. I think it's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah. So we love y'all. Thanks for sticking with us in this journey from the start till now. Or if you just came on board, like we seriously appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all liked it, let us know in the comments. Smash the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, because if you ain't with the squad, you ain't popping. We will see you guys
in the next video.